Get in here, chat. Get in here. We got some stuff to talk about. Tomorrow is game day for the Dallas Cowboys, and it is time to win out. Now, we got a lot to talk about because I'm hearing some injuries has been set in stone for the Dallas Cowboys, and they've been set in stone for the Lions as well. So we're going to take a look at it and see how the Dallas Cowboys can get this dub. Bear with me, chat. All right. So, honestly, guys, we have a tall task in front of us. Now, I'm not going to be the one to sit here and say, hold on, it's too little. What they say? Hold on, let me fix this chat. Hold on, chat. There we go. Oh, I need to fix it. I'm going to have to fix it, chat. Yep, I can fix it later. But yeah, we got a tall task. And when I say this task is tall as Mount Everest, we might as well go ahead and put it up there. Because the Lions, now, they got some injuries, mind you. They do got some injuries over there. Marion St. Brown is listed as game time decision. So, how can we hold up? And if you don't know, I go by the name of Smack Talk. If you're new here, I talk about all Dallas Cowboys news, plays, everything you need to hear about the Dallas Cowboys. So if you're new here, hit the like button, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, hit all of them at the same time. Double tap your screen. Whatever you got to do to hit the like button, hit that like button. It's free support. It's easy. So with that being said, guys, I definitely think, we got Trayvon Diggs listed as out. Okay. Trayvon Diggs, that is official. That is official, guys. That Trayvon Diggs is listed as out. Tyler Guyton is listed as out. So where we're at right now. So Tyler Guyton, Nate Thomas is filling in very, very well with the absence of Tyler Guyton. And I'm not opposed to this. But my thing is here, is when is he going to get healthy? We need him. If we going to make a big playoff run, I'm not saying that Nate Thomas can't get the job done, but we need him. And we got, where he at? Where Trayvon at? Am I tripping? Yeah, I don't see him at all. Wait a minute. Do I need to refresh my page here, chat? Bro. Refresh. Okay. Yeah, he's still on IR. Okay, there he is. He's still on IR. So that's cool. That's cool. And I'm down with that. But my thing is here, chat. When can Trayvon Diggs come in and make a difference? Because last time I checked, Trayvon Diggs got a big paycheck. Now I know he's coming off an ACL tear, and they kind of rushed him back. If you want to be honest, they rushed him back pretty quickly. So we got to be able to figure this defense out without him, and we have been. Don't get me wrong. I'm not discrediting what we're trending up to be, but if we gonna make a deep playoff run, like a deep one, you want to make it, I feel like we need him. I feel like that'll add that extra splash on the defensive side of the ball. So, and now with Tyler Guyton out, Nate Thomas has, if you want to be honest, Nate Thomas has done a great job in the absence of Tyler. A magnificent job. We can pull up a couple plays and we can watch it, bro. But I'm telling you now, he has done a great job. So I'm with it. I'm not opposed of it. But my main thing is here, guys. My main thing is that once again, we need a full, healthy offensive line if we're going to make a deep, deep playoff run. Point blank, period. There's nothing to that. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I really feel like, the Trayvon Diggs situation, that it kind of gets to me. It kind of gets to me. It does. But it's like, we got to get them back rolling. And don't forget to hit that like button and follow button, guys, over there. Y'all better be hitting that like button. Hit that like button. It's free support. So that, I don't know, man. We got to, I feel like if we get fully healthy, if we can get fully healthy. Now, Jadeveon Clowney is listed as questionable. Now, I'm about to make some content on Jadeveon Clowney because Jadeveon Clowney has been a magnificent help for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I'm not saying Donovan Easy Rocker ain't doing his thing over there, because he is. But Jadeveon Clowney has done a great job. I mean, a magnificent job. So I definitely think, Jadeveon Clowney moving forward, when we picked him up, we didn't think, it was like, who? Like, he washed up. Like, huh? Like, what we doing, Jerry? Come on now. What we doing, Jerry? But what I'm going to say is that, hold on now. Did Jerry cook for the first time? Because the defense has done a complete 180. I mean, just a turnaround flip from bloop, bloop. Literally like a pancake. Just flip, boop, boop. That's how our defense is playing right now. As of now. Now, we got this Lions game tomorrow night. Predictions is coming soon. I'm going to let y'all know my predictions here shortly. So don't forget it. Just hit that like and follow button. That's all you got to do. So, with that being said, I definitely think, we got to be able to, there's a few things we got to be able to do against the Lions. Now, I know their injury list is pretty long. Last time I seen, let me see if I can find it right quick. Hold on, chat. Let me see if I can find the injury report right quick. See if I can find the injury report, because obviously, so it looks like, actually, let me see if I can pull this up. Hold on, chat. See if I can get this right. We got to be able to get this right here. Right here. No. What you doing? See this screen, chat? I got to get a better one, bro. This might be acting a fool. I mean, just goofy. All right. Let's see if this will work. Okay, there we go. Yep. All right. So y'all know I like to. So look, so we got, Cowboys, cornerback Trayvon Diggs, knee, and LT, like Tyler Guyton, ankle have been ruled out for tomorrow's night's game in Detroit. Jadeveon Clowney, hamstring, and safety Malik Hooker are questionable. So, I mean, like I said before, guys, we need these guys to get healthy. We weren't healthy in the first half of the season. If you want to be honest, like, we were not healthy at all. Our defense was just plummeted. I mean, just in every category, just dead last almost. And it's just crazy. It really is. So if you put this in a great, grasp this and put this in any type of great category, is that the Dallas Cowboys is on a 3-game win streak. I mean, out of everything that we've endured this season and how far the Dallas Cowboys has came and how they plummeted on the defensive side of the ball, how they looked good on the offensive side of the ball, how they added George Pickens, how they lost Marshawn Nealon. It's been a story. But how is the ending going to be in Dallas? That's the question of them all for everybody. How is the ending of the Dallas Cowboys season going to turn out? Because it's been a lot. Looks like the Cowboys game reached 57.230 million viewers. Most watched regular season game in NFL history. Of course. Of course. You know, it has to be that way. It has to be that way. You know, if you ain't talking about the Dallas Cowboys, you ain't watching Dallas Cowboys on your screen, I don't know what to tell you. Because ain't no other game breaking no 57.230 million viewers. Now, I know that's on Thanksgiving, everybody at home, but I mean, eyes was glued on that star. We at home too. They was glued on that star. They thought Patty was going to be Superman for Kansas City. So that brings me to my couple points that we need to do to be able to stop the Lions, because I'm not just going to sit here and say we about to run over the Lions, because that ain't happening. That ain't happening. We not about to just sit here and run through the Lions now. I'm not saying that. Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I feel like a lot of us, like, just be scrolling through, you know, seeing people the way they talk and the way here analysts, like, we getting talked about. So the Dallas Cowboys, in my opinion, we're getting talked about in a weird way. And the reason I say we getting talked about in a real way is because when have you heard an analyst be on the Dallas side? I mean, when have you heard an analyst be like, they're going to run the table? Now, mind you, the Dallas Cowboys has never been known to come back from no 21-point deficit. I don't care what team you with, whatever you say in the comment, I don't care. Because the Dallas Cowboys is never known to get down that far and crawl back inch by inch, touchdown by touchdown, stop by stop. It's not happening. So the Dallas Cowboys are getting talked about in a weird way. That's like they trying to get on board of what the Dallas Cowboys possibly can be. But are they almost reaching? It almost feels like they're reaching and waiting for our downfall. That's how I feel. Yeah, I'm not saying that we're going to have one. We're going to have a downfall. I ain't saying that. We ain't about to. I ain't saying that. I'm hoping my boys do the best, do good. So I definitely think, you know, moving forward, guys, we got a long way to go. We got the Lions tomorrow. And like I said, that brings me back to my points on the Lions, on stopping the Lions. Jamar Gibbs. Okay. Now, mind you, the Dallas Cowboys, yes, we held Saquon Barkley to approximately 22 yards for 10 carries when we played them last, okay? And, you know, their offensive line isn't the same, okay? Now you got Detroit coming, right? I feel like, yes, in Detroit, they're having some difficulties running the ball and they're not giving it to David. You know, I've been seeing that. Now, this game, everybody want to beat the Dallas Cowboys, y'all. If you a Dallas Cowboy fan, put a 1 in the chat and put a DC4L in there for me. Because everybody want to beat the team with the star on him. I don't care if you I don't care if you 1-11 and it's the last game. I guarantee you still want to beat the Dallas Cowboys. I guarantee you. So they're gonna come with it. They sitting at 7-5. We sitting at 6-5-1. We both in the NFC. We right behind them. So this game is a must win for the Dallas Cowboys. This game is like a going to the NFC Championship, in my opinion. Because either we going home and we're going to get ready for next week's practice, and we ain't going to have nothing to play for, or we going to get ready for next week's practice and we going to have something to play for. It's that simple. So we got to be able to stop Gibbs. We can't let this guy get loose. We can't let this guy hit the outside because this guy has speed. He has speed. And the defense is a work in progress. It's doing great. Yeah, it's doing great. Can they keep that up against good, high caliber running backs? Now, I told you, I ain't scratching on Saquon. I ain't scratching him. I ain't. Saquon, but Saquon had, if you want to be honest, Saquon is having a down year in a sense. He ain't really been able to run the ball on anybody, if you want me to be honest. That's how I feel. So with Gibbs, did he not just have like a 200 and something yardage scrimmage something? I swear he lit up the table. So if you think he about to come, bro, and they at home, and they got something to play, they about to hand the ball to him probably 20 times. And if they don't, yeah, they have a problem in Detroit, and they're going to lose, and they're going to continue to lose. That's just, it is what it is. So we got to be able to stop Gibbs. That 1-2 punch with David and Gibbs that they got. Now, last time I checked, according to their depth chart, I believe they got Gibbs as 1. I believe they got Gibbs as 1, y'all. So we going to need our linebackers, ears peeled back like a deer in the headlights. Soon as that ball snaps, it's where we going? If they're giving it to him, because don't forget, Gibbs can catch it out the backfield and take off. And we really be, because we all know this defense is better, but it ain't good in space. I don't care what you're going to say. I've watched this defense play by play. All 22, all of it. They ain't good in space. When a person gets outside, now mind you, we just got Demo back from that ACL, PCL, MCL. Terror. You're doing great. Making a difference. Making tackles. I love the way he tackles. But before that, we wasn't good in space. Now it's getting better. But when have we seen a guy with Jamar Gibbs' speed and vision? We played the Philadelphia Eagles. We played the Kansas City Chiefs. And we played the Las Vegas Raiders. I haven't seen a running back duo such as the Detroit Lions in those last 3 games. So this is exactly why Cowboys Nation, we got to be able to just sit on our couch and enjoy the entertainment, because there comes a time when Dak hold on. Oh. Excuse me. I know it's one of them. Where is it at, bro? What is it? I gotta find it, chat. Bro, this guy, every time he do this is how you know it's gonna be a long night. Is it that one? No, it ain't that one. Where is it at? Nah, they ain't gonna let me find it. They always get it. Fox always get it. But you know, let me get some of these comments. Hold on, y'all. I've been going. Hold on. My bad. How we doing today, chat? How we doing? I ain't really been, how we doing? How we feeling? Tomorrow's game day. If you a Dallas Cowboy fan, put it in the chat. I need to see my chat DC4L, because all this other stuff, So over on Facebook, Leo said, let's go. Yes, sir. DC4L. Brandon said, hopefully this can be a Demo resurgence game. I'm with that. Lonnie said, we need to get we need to get busy tomorrow. Get this win. Defense needs to stop the run game for real. Overshown and Logan need to be on their game. 100. That's all we can do. I mean, we can't do nothing else. Because if we do, oh yeah, we're gonna, we're gonna end up losing. So, like I said, guys, we got to be able to stop that run. I'm gonna be quite frank, man. They gonna run the ball. They at home. They're going to try to establish a run game against the Dallas Cowboys tomorrow night on Prime. We're gonna be right here live, 6:30, right before kickoff. We're gonna be live for 30 minutes, giving you some more predictions. But I'm telling y'all right now, it's got to be a lot of sound discipline tomorrow. Telling you that edge, I'm telling you guys, watch the edge. I'm telling you, now that we have a beefy core, which means we have Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, Osa, that is a beefy core. As a core. That's like, we can't really run in between there, bro. Like you kind of goofy if you just hand the ball off like that every time. See what I'm saying? Like that makes no sense. So what they smarter than that, so they gonna start kicking it outside. Toss, pitches, counters, zones. They're going to try to dice and slice. Watch Jamar Gibbs, the way he runs. He has great vision. I'm telling you. So we have to be able to attack. We got to put hands on a player. This defensive line got to play great. Because I'm telling y'all, they're going to try to establish a run tomorrow night. Point blank period. Because they're Amon St. Brown probably won't be playing. And they'll have Jamison Williams. And that'll be Deron Bland's issue. And I'm pretty sure Deron Bland should be able to lock him up. So, I mean, hey, Jamar Gibbs, it is what it is. If he can make something happen, yeah, Dallas Cowboys gonna be looking at it. We're gonna be sitting here wondering. But I'm gonna tell you now, this defense is playing great. I hope we can keep it up. But I'm gonna tell you, don't get caught. Don't get caught lacking, saying you don't. I ain't expect this to happen. No, telling you, because Jared Goff. We can't let that man sit back there and cook. He sit back there. He get comfortable. Yeah. Them second string, third string wide receivers, because Amon St. Brown probably won't play. Yeah, they'd be looking like first string. Telling you now, you get that man enough time, he gonna cook us up. So if Quentin Williams can get back there, Kenny Clark, Osa, Jadeveon, if he playing, Donovan, James Houston. I'm pretty sure if Jadeveon don't play, James Houston, where you at? You young and you hungry. And I absolutely love, like how in these press conferences and these interviews, Dak has been stating these rookies is hungry. I seen a video the other day, shout out to Cowboys Beat on TikTok, but I seen his, and I'm like, that is crazy, because Tyler Booker, he says he hungry. The way he's playing it's resembling. It's a far-fetched thing when you just talking and you're a rookie. But when you backing it up and you facing all pro defensive tackles and just studs and you locking them up. I mean, what else can you say, bro? Doing his job. So let's hope he can keep that up, stay healthy, and keep 1 foot forward. Because the Dallas Cowboys playoff chances right now, 23%. 23%. We at 23% to make the playoff. If we win tomorrow, it goes up double, almost 41%. If we win tomorrow, so that goes to show you that this is the Dallas Cowboys this is the biggest game, because you're at a point where all these teams right? They've got to a point where they didn't kind of won their games. You know, they didn't done what they had to do. But when it comes to it, wait, it's the wrong one. When it comes to it, you got to win your games. Because if you ain't winning your games, and you worried about the next team losing their games, then before you know it, you sitting on the couch. You at home planning your next trip. Planning your next, go ahead and plan it. Get it planned. But I just, I definitely think, man, these playoff chances, these playoff percentage changes, that's great. But we got to go win. Tomorrow night is a big piece of that. I mean, this is a huge piece to the Dallas Cowboys puzzle. Like, if they can win this football game and the Eagles can lose 2 more games and we win out, there is going to be a problem. There's going to be a problem. And everywhere we step our foot, there's going to be a problem. Because the way the Dallas Cowboys defense has played from the beginning of the season till now, guys, it's like night and day. And when you put night and day like that, oh yeah. At some point, them boys really gonna start to gel and they're gonna be like, you know what? We shutting everything down. We sound on every angle. We sound. We doing this for 94. Because that's how it's feeling. Dak said it. It's a different energy in the building. He been there 10 years. Chat. Dak is probably the longest, he's the longest tenured football player on the Dallas Cowboys right now. Ain't nobody been at the Dallas Cowboys for 10 seasons and still playing. So he knows the different energy shifts in the locker room and throughout the building, throughout everything. And and my leader's telling me that the energy is shifted and it's different. Brian Shoddy got him out there practicing in the cold. Guys, forgot to show you. Guys, it's 22 degrees in Detroit. Snow on the ground. Shoddy had him out there, not in Detroit, but in Dallas, while it was cold, out there practicing. And when I say it was cold, and it was cold. And so we traveled to Detroit, and we finally got there. And it's snow on the ground. Would you look at that? Now, don't get me wrong. We playing indoors. We playing, thank God we indoors at Ford Field. Thank God. Because if we was outside, telling you right now, boy, this would be a different beast that we'll have to handle for real. With weather and it's snowing, yeah. Like I said, it's indoors. I'm glad it's indoors, but it is snow on the ground in Detroit and it is cold. 22 degrees in Detroit. That is cold. That is freezing. So it looks like, we got to be able to sustain, man. Offensive side of the ball got to be able to complete drives. Got to be able to complete drives tomorrow. When I say complete them, if my defense get that ball to you and you get a short field, go give me some points. And I'll take 3. Now, who won't take 3? But sometimes in these type of games, we don't need 3. We need 7. I need 6. Because my kicker got to kick one. So that really don't count until he kick it. But I got to get 6 from y'all. If y'all in plus territory, anytime y'all get the Lions backed up and they got a punt and you don't score, my defense get a stop or a 4th down stop in plus territory, or we get a turnover on defense and my offense don't score, yeah, we're going to have another long night. Dak, I can't have Dak. Now, Dak, he got to do something better. He got to be able to, in these beginning of these games, yeah. And our offensive line, too, because I feel like our offensive line is always jittery on the first drive. Or am I tripping? Because that's how the Kansas City drive was. Thanksgiving, first drive. Pressure in his face. Dude running free. How he running free on the first game of the play? First play of the game, I meant. Like, how he running free? So if we can just woosah, come into this game, it's a playoff game, it's win or go home. Yeah, you got that in the back of your head, but you got to play football. So if you, as a unit, can be to a point where you like, yeah, we got this. Yeah, we about to go out here and make a difference. Do it for 94, for sure, because this is a different Dallas Cowboys team that I'm looking at, y'all. This is a different Dallas. I'm not saying we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that. So don't get it misconstrued, okay? What I am trying to say is that I haven't seen energy like this in Dallas. Now, I said this in the beginning of the season with all my content, that I haven't seen any energy like this in Dallas, and I haven't. Now, we was on a downfall for a minute. In the first 4-5 games of the season, we was on a downfall. It looked ugly. I mean, it was ugly. But somehow, Jerry Jones goes and gets two defensive players. One comes back from injury. Two comes back from injury. One makes their NFL debut. And all of a sudden, you allowed 70 rush yards in the past 3 games. If that don't tell you trying to stop the run, I don't know what will. Now, I'm not saying that we about to stop the run on every team, because every team schemes their run differently. You know, they scheme their run differently. So we better be schemed up. Matt Eberfluss, you better be ready, but I'm telling you. Jamar, they gonna hand that ball to Jamar, and he gonna take it. He gonna take off. Jamar, he remind me of Rasheed. And if you remember Rasheed, what he did to us on that touchdown, yeah. I'm guessing y'all forgot what he did I'm telling y'all now. And Jamar Gibbs is the key to this. Yeah, they can give it to David, but David ain't that home run hitter. He that bell cow. They give it, bro. Y'all watch it, I tell y'all. This is true facts. I know my defense is been great, but I know my defense, they ain't good with speedy backs, man. They get in space, bro. We might get cooked for 80. I ain't capping. But hey, this might be changed. Like, I mean, forever changed defense. And if it is, then I hope it is. But yeah, guys, how we feeling? Because I'm gonna tell y'all now, man, we got something going up. Roughly. I mean, if you don't think so, I mean, you ain't gotta think so. You can still hate on the Dallas Cowboys. That's cool too. But we in y'all mouth something different right now. We sitting at 6-5-1, sitting at 8th or 9th in the NFC, something like that. We right behind the Lions, I know that. So I think the Lions is at 7 and we at 8, something like that. And matter of fact, let me pull this up right quick. Where is these standings at? The NFL standings, brother. Let me see. There we go. Actually, they got. I mean, in the league. So in the league, we got. It looks like. Yeah, hold on. Let me show y'all this. We got to show y'all this. So it looks like in the league they got us at right after Houston, sitting at 7-5. They sitting at 7-5. We sitting at 6-5. So I mean, hey. But on the NFC, let's see the conference here. Yeah, we sitting at 9. So we sitting at 9, just right off. I mean, right there where that cutoff market. I mean, right there, chat. I mean, to the point where it's like you missed it. So we got to beat the Lions to move to 7-5. Point blank. Period. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. We beat the Detroit Lions. We're tied, or no, they're 7-6. So we move up. We're at 8. Okay. One of these teams got to lose some games. San Francisco, who y'all got left? Who y'all got left, San Fran? Who y'all got left? Hold on. Go to the schedule, bro. Okay. So they got Tennessee, Indianapolis, Chicago, and Seattle. So they could win. They could lose 2 of those games. It's possible. See, we need some people to lose some games. I hate to be like this. I hate to be, going over the who need to lose some games, but that's the truth. That's our fate right now. That's just the way it is. That we can't disregard it. If we're going to get into the playoffs, we got to win out, and we need a couple people to lose. I'm going to be honest. I need Philly to lose. Philly going to lose one against Washington. Philly has to lose one against Washington. I mean, there's no way in the world they beaten Washington back-to-back after, not back-to-back, but like, they got Washington, then got another game, then they got Washington again. I don't think they're going to run. They might. See, because they got the Chargers, the Raiders, Commanders, the Bills, and the Commanders. See, so that's Commanders, Bills, Commanders. Yeah. They might lose. There's a possibility for sure to. Okay, so say if they just lose one more. Say if they just lose to the Bills. Let's be realistic. Because we all know if the Eagles start losing if they lose 2 more games, or if they lose, say if they lose to Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert ain't that good of a team, don't get me wrong, but say something happens. They lose to that team. Oh, we got a situation. They're sitting at 8-5, and we're sitting at 7-5. Guys, that's what I'm trying to say. So we're going to be in business if that Philly team keep losing. Yeah, so y'all better be careful over there. I know y'all on a 2L streak. Y'all on a 2L streak, so y'all might end up rolling over. Y'all might steamroll the Chargers. Who knows? They might steamroll them. And I wouldn't doubt it. And I wouldn't be surprised if they steamroll them. I would not. And I wouldn't be surprised if they steamroll the Raiders. But the Washington Bills, yeah, y'all losing one of them for sure. So we gonna see. And I definitely think, that's our fate right now, man. I just hate we lost all those games in the beginning of the season. If we could have corralled and got at least 2 more of those games in the beginning of the season, 2 more. I mean, just 2. What games was those? Like the first game against Philly. If we could have got that game and CD would have caught those balls, right? We already sitting at 7-5, 7-4. Sorry. Or no, 7-4, something like that. So, let me see. Hold on, bro. We could have won the Eagles and the Packers game. There you go. There you go. The Eagles and the Packers game, if I'm telling y'all now, if we would have won those 2 games, we would have been in a different predicament right now. we would have been leading the division. Yeah. Yeah. Because that's 2 wins minus 2 losses. So we'd be sitting at 8-3. Or 8-3. We'd be sitting at 8-3 if we would have won against the Eagles and the Packers. Hell, the Panthers too. We lost by 3. You know what I mean? Like, that's 9-2. So if we got to think about this. Now the Cardinals, the Cardinals too, but I feel like the Cardinals always play us, bro. Man, we could have won against the Cardinals too. We lost by 10, but any game past 7, in my opinion, that game was just not for us. But this 3 in that 4 game, in that tie game, we could have won those games, man. We could have won those games. I mean, one or 2 split time decisions, we would have made those games. But we can't harp on that. We can't continue to harp on that. We know it's a loss. It is what a tie is a tie, I guess. So, moving forward, we need some teams to lose. We need some teams to lose. We need some NFC teams to lose. We got to win tomorrow night. If we win tomorrow night, you get your popcorn ready on Sunday and you tune in to all the NFC teams and you hope for their loss. I'm sorry, but that is how the Dallas Cowboys nation should be thinking right now. Any NFC team that's above us in the standings, you want them to lose. They need to lose. San Francisco, Philly, Los Angeles, the Bears. We want all of them to lose. Somebody got to lose. Or somebody just going to be crazy cold and win out all the way. Because the Bears got the Packers twice. Ain't no way in the world they beating them twice. So somebody, hold on. And then they got the 49ers. So somebody got to lose. Long as we can handle business of our side of the deal. We got to be able to handle business. If we can handle business, some teams can lose because they about to start playing each other. The Packers is in there too. What's their schedule like? They got the Bears twice. So, I mean, bro, I'm telling you, all these teams, that's how the NFL lined it up. Look, Green Bay got the Bears, the Broncos, the Bears, the Ravens, the Vikings. The Vikings ain't really doing nothing. The Ravens ain't really doing nothing, but the Ravens and the Bears twice, and then the Broncos, that's a schedule. We need them to lose. They 8-3-1. Any NFC team on Sunday, you better be wishing for their loss because the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday night, tomorrow, we got to win. My final prediction. Here's my prediction, chat. My prediction, 38-24 Cowboys. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Detroit Lions, they pretty banged up on that defense side of the ball in that secondary, to be specific. They're pretty banged up. And if you want me to be honest, we got 2 wide receivers. I mean, that will just fly by you. We got 2 wide receivers that go by the name of George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. If you ain't got your top cornerbacks or your top safeties and your defending linebackers in the game against these 2 fellas here, you're bound to get cooked. So I'm saying that level-headed because you just never know. You never know what's going to happen. But we got a wide receiver core that's looking pretty great. I mean, you see the numbers they put up. But, that's neither here nor there. But, we got to be able to establish some type of cohesive movement with running the ball and passing the ball tomorrow night. Javonte is about 40-something yards away from 1,000 rush yards on the year. And he should be able to surpass that tomorrow night. I'm thinking the game tonight, and I'm so hyped. I'm ready. Thinking the game is tonight. So hold on. Let me catch up on some comments. He said, yeah, St. Brown is out, turf toe. Last time I heard, game time decision. Game time decision. And you know what that means. It could be game day. Yeah, he can play. He playing. And then what? Yeah. Then our odds is looking like, oh, hold on. You're going to be holding your breath every time Jared Goff get that little 3, 4, 5 seconds. And you're like, wait, that's a little too long. He back there just chilling. Yeah. Guarantee he's going to be a Marion St. Brown running across that field. Telling you, man. Yeah, they got, look, per Adam Schefter right here, Lions ruled out 4 players for Thursday night's game versus the Cowboys. Kirby Joseph, Khalif Raymond, Brock Wright, Shane Zylstra, but our listing wide receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown, as questionable. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be a game time decision. We need to eat on the defensive side of the ball, and we need to continue to do what we do best, and that's stop the run and get to the quarterback. Limit that time that quarterback got to throw. As we got Jared Goff in front of us. This is a big game, man. This is for all the coins, y'all. If you want me to be honest, this is for all the coins. We might as well just say it. We all in for the rest of the season. We're all in. We're all in for the rest of the season, chat. Like, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. We're going to be right here tomorrow at 6:30. Don't y'all forget. Come back, vibe with me. We about to just vibe out right before kickoff. Do a lot. I'm going to let y'all do some predictions or whatever, and we going to turn up because this game is for all the coins. It's for all the coins. He said, we don't win tomorrow. Got to win tomorrow night. Oh, so we don't win tomorrow. We are done. Got to win tomorrow night. Tomorrow is for season. 100%. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it, man. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. No ifs, ands, buts about it. He said, are you going to have the game on so we can watch on your live? No. Sorry to sound like that, but that's just the truth. No. I like to enjoy the football game and bask in the ambience and relax, enjoy the entertainment because the Dallas Cowboys will have you about to pull your hair out. So, I'd rather just deal with that on my own self, So, man, we got to limit the penalties too. We definitely got to limit the penalties. That is a big key, because the Dallas Cowboys, man, we've been known for penalties. We've been known for just downright doing dumb mistakes. And they be dumb, too. I'm sorry. They be dumb, bro. They be goofy. False start. Holding. What you holding him for? Just let him run, bro. I know you don't want him to hit Dak, but just at this point, you just negated like a 17-yard pass. Because when them holding calls, bro, you got to think about it. So if you get a hold, so say if you, boom, hike the ball, boom. Okay, you say you at the 30-yard line, right? Hike the ball, Dak finds CD for 17. Holding call on Tyler Smith. I'm just going to call it. I'm just going to say it. That ball go back to the 30 and then go back 10 more yards. And then you replay the down. Those penalties, they negate a lot of things. Because in football, That's one thing you can't have. It's like just like in basketball, you can't foul too much because you're gonna foul out. Yeah, they at this point they need to have that for the NFL. You can't have too many flags because I feel like tomorrow night's gonna be. We gotta watch it, man. Keep our hands on the inside offensive line. On the inside, bro. That's why they boom, chest plate, boom, chest plate. Quit trying to chest plate and then get beat and then you holding them and let them go. You better hope your quarterback got rid of the ball because it's gonna be a holding call every time, man. So we definitely gotta eliminate the penalties. We gotta do, we gotta do the best we can and try to win this game for sure and do it for 94. Always. But yeah, guys, we about to end the show off, man. Appreciate everybody stopping by, showing some love to the stream. Once again, I didn't see nobody in the Discord to hop in here and talk your 5 minutes right quick. None of that. The Discord is in the description. But yeah, we do it for 94. And I'm going to tell y'all now. Dak said it's different energy in that building. I'm behind 4. I'm behind 4 and 94. 4 and 94. That's what I'm behind. It's that simple. He said salute on YouTube. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you popping in, man. Showing some love. That's love. Hit that like button too, brother. But yeah, man, we about to end the stream off, man. We about to enjoy the rest of our night. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. We will be live 6:30 CST tomorrow, right before kickoff, and give y'all a 30-minute show, and then we'll be live directly after the game for approximately 15 to 30 minutes because directly after the game is content time for me. So if y'all didn't hit that like button, I'm a bob and weave you. So make sure you hit that like button on your way out. I appreciate everybody stopping by, showing some love. Until next time, deuces.